Is the earth flat? Is the earth round? Well, everywhere I walk, it's flat. That was Prabhupada's answer. Stay tuned for more. Actually, I failed all my science classes. I'm the wrong person to talk about whether the earth is flat or round. But I want to talk about how we're being cheated by politicians, scientists, people in power, and so forth. So now I'll tell you a story. This story was told to me by Druta Karma. It was the story of a lady who was an archaeologist, and I forget what she found, but she found something that indicated that human beings lived, civilized human beings lived at an earlier time than evolutionary theory believes. And if it were factual that they lived at an earlier time, it would throw a wrench into evolutionary theory. So this was a problem. And she was asked not to publish her findings because the findings would completely destroy the sequence of thought that would cause or create the theory of evolution to make sense. And she was threatened that she would lose her position as a professor. And she felt obliged to publish this. And lo and behold, she lost her job. And there are many stories like this. Sometimes you hear stories of people who published some findings, or in some cases, cured someone of cancer, opened a clinic, it was shut down, mysteriously disappeared. So Prabhupada often said, we're quoting Bhaktisiddhanta, cheaters and cheated. And Prabhupada was a revolutionary. He wanted to expose, and he would sometimes say scientists are the greatest enemies of modern civilization. And what does he mean? Why is he saying that? And politicians are like this and so forth. And, you know, it was a generalization. But still, Prabhupada was seeing the insidious work of atheism coming through the medium of marketing, materialism, science. You're not the body. They're married together. You are the body. You are the body is married to materialism. So science, there's no soul. Materialism, enjoy, accumulate. When you die, it's all over. They're married. So he saw it very clearly. And sometimes he would tell us things it was hard for us to believe, that the level of cheating that was going on would go on such a high level and in high places like that. So you can scour the internet. There's many such things that reveal the cheating that's going on. But as far as the world of science, Prabhupada really saw the scientists as major enemies in the spreading of Krishna consciousness. And unless and until they're convinced of Krishna consciousness, it's going to form a big obstacle. Now, the last thing I want to say, which is very interesting, I'm not sure if you're entirely aware of this, but because I do a lot of speaking, not only for devotees, but publicly, I try to keep aware of topics that are in people's minds and also what popular speakers are speaking about. And inevitably, every popular speaker I hear makes a reference to evolution. The psychologists talk about the primitive brain. When we were cavemen, our brain was like this, then it developed like this. When we were hunters and gatherers. They're all referring to this. And a lot of these speakers are spiritual teachers, and they're referring to evolution, and they don't get it. They don't understand. No, you don't understand. Evolution does not allow for the existence of a soul. There is no conscious entity. It's just matter. So I'm shocked in seeing how pervasive evolutionary theory is and how it's so well married to materialism. They go so well together. They foster one another. It's a perfect marriage. And it keeps people in ignorance exactly where the powers that be want us. At the mall, shopping, because we think we're the body. Yeah. When it's all over, it's all over. So shop till you drop. Get as much as you can. And as you all know, being spoon-fed evolutionary theory, your poor children, or you children who are poor, to have to listen to this. So it's just It's something that I think should inspire us to preach, understanding that people are being hit from all sides and being deceived, kept in ignorance, exploited. And that should make us angry. If you're going to get angry about that. If you want to get fired up about helping these innocent people understand how they're being manipulated and cheated, deceived, and so forth. Hare Krishna.